I'm Javon Watson, and you're watching Reggae Boyz Commentary.
Hello everyone, I'm Simon Preston and welcome back to Reggae Boyz Commentary. Thank you so much for tuning in to another video on this channel. As you see, we have a very special guest with us today, and it's none other than Darren Mattocks. How you doing, boss? Hope all is well.
Good Simon. I really appreciate you having me on. You understand me? I never want to turn down an interview from you. You understand me? But all things are well. To God be the glory. What's up, bro?
Yeah, man, good to hear from you. Most things under control. How you and the family doing? Managing, especially during the COVID and everything like that.
Family good. Can't complain. You understand me? Through thick and thin of it all, God has brought us through. You understand me? So, and I guess with everyone who with the last couple of years been struggling with the whole pandemic, So, God has brought a lot of people through, So that's the greatest thing.
All right, sounds good. One day at a time, God has certainly been great. I guess the first place to start is, the last time we saw you was Phoenix last year. So a lot of Jamaicans want to know, where is Darren? Is Darren injured? Is Darren retired? Can you give an update on that as to how you are doing physically?
So to be honest, I was contemplating. I was seriously contemplating retiring. You understand me? At such an early age. I didn't feel the love of the game no more. You understand me? And you as a professional athlete, you never want to be in a place where you don't feel the same fire, the same desire. You understand? Because then you're not going to give your best effort, right? So I was really contemplating retiring, So after I came back from Phoenix last year, I said to myself I was really going to give it up. And so there's a lot of people probably didn't know or probably start realizing that so I gave my life to the Lord and I got baptized. You understand me? So the Lord has been using me doing His work. You understand me? So I start this Instagram thing on a Sunday where I call it Revelation Sunday, where there's things that the Lord is showing me that I reveal on Sundays. You understand me? But in terms of football, I was really thinking about giving up. And so I think last week I was having a conversation with my son's mother, and she was saying so my son is king, and him say why daddy don't invite me to him games anymore from start play football. And that really took a toll on me. It really took a toll on me, because I'm saying I am someone who he looks up to me and he wants to play football because what he see me doing, right? And I'm I still think I can give at least at a very, very high level, at least 3 more solid years, right? At least 3, right? And so I said to myself, physically, so in terms of physicality, I definitely lost a bit of muscle. I must say, I definitely lost a bit of muscle. Physically, I'm not in the same shape physically, right? Because it's been 9 months, right? So I told myself, so the first, I decide actually within the last week or so that I'm actually going to get myself in shape physically first. The fitness part of it is going to come, just by playing again, that's going to come. But in terms of me being built physically, because I'm explosive, jump high, run fast, I really need to get back my muscle mass that I lost. So I start by the gym this week, and the first couple of days I can really tell that my muscle have been breaking down to be built up back, right? So immediately I start feeling aches and the pains, but that's the first couple of days, the first week or 2, then I really start getting into it. So I know it's going to take me at least a month or 2 to get back the muscle mass that I lost. You understand me? So I am currently in the process of rebuilding back my body structure to get back where I once was before. I'm not worried about the football aspect of it in terms of if you lose your touch, sharpness comes with being around and playing the game. The sharpness part of it comes, but in terms of the physical part of it, which is very important, and especially for high explosive players like me, to make sure that your muscles is at the best, where you don't want to pull an hamstring, you don't want to pull a quad, those soft tissue injuries that you want to make sure you prevent. So I am currently in the process of rebuilding back my body, and I said it's going to take a month or 2 to really get back where I'm before, and then I'm going to transition into getting back on the field. I haven't decided where yet. I've decided if it's, let's say, I can count out this transfer window, right? But definitely coming January, seeing that Jamaica even have World Cup next year, so I'm going to do my best to put myself in a position to make sure that this time I'm available around, so that is the key for me right now. I'm not worried about a club, by God's grace, I'm going to find a club that suits me, suits a player like me that someone needs where to get back. If it's to go into preseason with a team and then they see like what he can contribute, you understand me? And then, as we say, that's going to take every step. But first, I am going to getting back myself in the physical shape that I need to be.
Yeah. And you spoke about, right now that is your focus. But eventually, when that time comes, do you prefer to be in North America or wherever the opportunity leads you, you're willing to go, like you did in Africa last year?
Well, to be honest, Simon, like I've been getting for the last 6 months, for the last 6-7 months from 2022 start, I've been getting offers. You understand me? But because I said my mind wasn't in football right now, so I didn't really take the money. A couple come from North America, but the majority was in the Middle East. There was one in Qatar, there was a couple in Jordan, there was one in Saudi Arabia. So there has been a couple, but especially in the Middle East. You understand me? But I preferably, if it's up to me, solely based on my kids, I would rather to be in North America. You understand me? So preferably, but as me say, it also depends where the opportunity lies. It also depends. Is it feasible in terms of the money? You understand me? So like I don't. Nobody can ever tell me say they don't play for money. That's a lie. You understand me? And that's just being truthful. In my case now, maybe a little bit different because maybe I might have to go to play for a salary that I haven't played for before, which means less or far less. You understand me? Which is not a problem for me because since I've been off for 9 months, which it's going to be 1 full year, right, coming next January, then sometimes it's just to actually get back yourself into the thing of things, into the groove, and then once you start play, once you start produce, then eventually you build up back your stock. But for me, preferably it would be North America, but wherever the Lord leads me, then His will is my will.
Yeah. I'm sure a person that you give a lot of respect to from your time at Akron was Caleb Porter, and Caleb Porter has gone from that college coach, now coaching MLS. Has he reached out to you to give any words of encouragement throughout your years playing professionally? Anything like that from Vancouver days?
We've always kept a good, maybe not in the last year and a half or so, but prior to that, we've always kept a really good relationship over the years. Even when I was in Vancouver, then I joined him in Portland, then I was in DC and Cincinnati, so we've really kept a close relationship, I think now he's in Columbus, I see, but I wouldn't say in the last year or year and a half, but generally over the couple of years, we've always maintained that relationship, yeah.
Okay, that's good. And like I said, last year was Phoenix Rising that you're at. Did it feel like a step down, or was you getting back into football because 2020 you weren't playing, pandemic and everything like that?
I think the pride aspect of it, you would think it's a step down. You understand me? Like any footballer can be like, if you feel like you take a step down in terms of where you were before, it dawns on you a little bit, and that's any footballer who take pride in their game, who want to be at the best and the highest level. You understand me? But as I said, to actually be out of the game, Phoenix was a step forward. Phoenix was a step to get back where I knew I can contribute, right, in MLS. But unfortunately, as I said, when I came back from Phoenix, like the love of the game wasn't there. Even though I love football, but the love of the game wasn't there for me. And I said, if I don't enjoy doing this no more, then I don't want to be a burden on any team that I play for, right? Not saying I wasn't giving my best effort. I always give my best effort. Always. You understand me? Nobody can ever deny me of a player being lazy or anything like that. But in terms of, something was missing, and I felt that missing. And then I think one of the reasons that contribute, and I'm going to be 100% honest, one of the reasons that contribute to that was when I see the World Cup qualifiers taking place. And I was like, my first game for Phoenix, I scored 2 goals. The first game that I started, right? I made my debut, I came off the bench, you understand me? But the first game I actually started, I scored 2 goals, right? Even though I wasn't in 100% shape, right? I was maybe about 70%, right? But I think me at 70% could have contributed in 10-15 minutes, because sometimes you need somebody who can affect the game differently, right? And then I see the federation calling so many different strikers every single window, and I was like, then it started dawned on me, like, listen, the federation have all obligations to pick and select who they want. You understand me? You can never take that away from them. They are the governing body in Jamaica in terms of football, so you got to respect every decision they made, right? But at the same time, when you see they call in every window different strikers, right? And then there is somebody where has been leading the country in goal scoring to today's date. You understand me? And that's just a fact. You understand me? I am only speaking facts to today's date. I am the leading scorer in the country. Not saying that should automatically give me a right to be called up or be selected. But it was like I wasn't ever at no point in the discussion. At no point. You understand me? And then Simon, I know myself, I know my record. 2 games not passed and Darren not scoring. Mm-hmm. You understand me? 2 games not passed and Darren not scoring, especially for Jamaica. You understand me? Because when time I play for Jamaica, it like to represent the country that I born in. You understand me? To see my family, to see my friends there, it's like just an added motivation to actually go to the World Cup. Like to put the best foot forward. And we know in World Cup qualifiers, the group stage is so crucial. You understand me? And you really need somebody who you can depend upon, like literally. You understand me? Put feelings aside, put pride aside, put ego aside. It is not about us, it's about the country and elevating the football. From 98, we haven't been back. I was 7 years old at the time. We haven't been back. Yeah, you understand me? I'm not sure how old you were. You understand me? We haven't been back to this day. You understand me? So I was like, I know. And it's not being arrogant. I'm saying this with the most sincere humility. I know 100% that if I was a part of it, maybe, am I saying we would have been to the World Cup? No, I'm not saying that. But would I make a difference? 100%. And that's just to go back based off my track record. Mm-hmm. Not what I'm saying, but go back based off his track record. It'd be like, this guy's been contributing consistently, scoring goals, assisting, drawing PKs, stuff like that. And all the time it's linking up plays. All the time it's not about scoring goals. It's about tackling defenders. It's about putting a body on the line. And I was somebody who was known for that, especially when I'm playing for Jamaica, right? So I think that was kind of part of the reason. We'll be like, you know what? Maybe we should channel my life after, like, start transition after football, right? But as me say, something done on me recently to be like, especially like Simon, every time I've been doing my Instagram live on Sunday, right? Like preaching the good news, preaching the gospel, preaching about Jesus Christ, because that's the number, for me, that's the number one thing. Not my football is always after. And then within the live, everybody keep messaging, you finish with football, you stop playing football. Like, why you play for Jamaica? And I was like, so even though I see the comments, I never respond to them. But in the back of my mind, when so much people is saying it, then it started, psychologically, I started to think about it, right? And then in myself, I'm like, if I know I can still contribute at a high level, then I should continue to do it until my body breaks down. So that's where I am at currently.
As you know, 10 years ago, Tappa gave you a debut, and the last time you played, Tappa was a coach. Would you say you had a good professional relationship with him on and off the pitch?
You know, like that's been something that people have debating for years. For years, the relationship between Tappa Whitmore and Darren Mattocks. And I don't know where people get it from that like to this day, right? To this day, I think it's been speculated in the media that it hasn't been a good relationship, right? I don't know where it come from because it was not me. You understand me? So I don't know if somebody may, you know, like people talk, people say things behind people back, you know, like we live in a world, people say things, people take things out of context, people draw them on a conclusion, and based on selection or based on lack of selection, then I guess that leads it up to debate for the media to draw their own conclusion. Yeah, you understand me? I did not whatsoever had any bad relationship with Tappa Whitmore on the pitch, off the pitch. In fact, the reason why I enjoyed playing for Tappa Whitmore is because he was a no-nonsense coach on the field. You understand me? And you have some coach, them can talk to anybody rough, and some players take it personal. Not Darren. You understand me? Because I understood that this guy has been to the World Cup. This guy scored 2 goals for Jamaica against Japan. So he know what it takes. So if he's telling you something to do or something not to do, there's a reason why he's telling you, because he's been there, he's done that. You understand me? And to this day, nobody has done it like him. You understand me? In terms of goal scoring for Jamaica at the World Cup, the performing there. So whenever he's coaching, I pay keen attention. You understand me? So the speculation in terms of off the field now, I don't know where that comes from. You understand me? So if he picked me or didn't pick me, there was at no point I'd be like, oh, Tappa never liked me. No, he has all the reasons to pick who he want to pick and choose and refuse. You understand me? He has that power at the time to do there. So for me, there has been no bad speculation on my part in terms of on the field and off the field.
Yeah, and you spoke about that journey that you had with Tappa as well. And like I said, 10 years ago, you made a debut for Jamaica against El Salvador. You were in that camp with Dane Richards and Omar Cummins and Shelton, etc. So have you had a chance to reflect on that? Are you not really a person that go back in the past and say, you know, I did this, or are you just forward thinking, you know, that's your mindset?
You know, funny enough, I was just talking about this with my friend, like from 2012, right? I made my debut at 21 years old, right? And then when I think my last Gold Cup was
2019.
19, right? And then when I see all of the new faces, like the younger one coming up, you know, like the Junior Flemings, when we're, you know, from Shamar Nichols, you know, what I'm be like, one time I made my debut, these guys were probably like in high school or maybe primary school, you understand me? So I was like, and I was still so young because I was 28 at the time playing Gold Cup, and these guys just coming up. So I was like, I've been playing for Jamaica for so long, and it's not like them come and see me at 36 years old, 35 years old. I was 29 years old with these guys. So I was like, to reflect, I was like, I've been doing it for Jamaica for so long. Listen to me, I play with Bibi Gardner. You understand me?
Yes.
So people don't understand. I play with Luton Shelton, I play with Shavar Thomas.
Yeah.
These guys have been veterans in the team for so long. And I've played with those guys. You know, and I play with the guys currently now that's there. The only person I didn't play with, like maybe like the new one, them like Ravel Morrison and the person who have my number 10, what's his name?
Yeah, man, Ravel, man.
I'm from Fulham, Bobby Reed, yeah.
Yeah.
So I reflect and I'll be like, I've really played for Jamaica for that long. You understand me? And then to see that I'm still so young at 30 years old, 31 years old, I was like, no, because you still have so much more that you can give. You know, so it really humbles me. Like, it really humbles me to be like, you know, you play with Dane Richards, you play with these guys, Omar Cummins, from so long ago, and to still can be play with these guys. It's still very young age. You understand me? Maybe not young in terms of football, because, you know, once you once they reach over 30, them consider older. But we know like athletes, you talk about who are raw, natural, talented. At 31, at 30 years old, you are still young because, you know, like genetically, black people, and we know this, you know, body takes a longer for breakdown, you know, so at 34, 35, we still can play at a high level, especially if you take care of your body. You understand me? So I definitely reflect Simon 100%, but in terms of going forward, this is directly saying this to the JFF that I know I can contribute at a high level, same with scoring goals. Without a shadow of a doubt. You understand me? Whatever role I can play, it doesn't mean I need to start. It means 10, 15 minutes at the bench, but trust me, you're getting a game changer. You're getting somebody who knows the game. You understand me? Who link up play, chase down defenders, scoring goals, contribute in every way to be and to have a veteran in the team. And when I'm saying veteran, I still consider myself still so young, but who has the experience, been there, done that, and want to continue to contribute so that whatever way I can. Definitely.
Mariappa still knocking it, and you play with Mariappa 10 years ago.
Exactly, you understand me? So all those players, you understand me? So 100% definitely that I know without a shadow of a doubt. I know. You understand me? Key for me, the key thing is my explosiveness and my sprint speed. You understand me? Those two are the main contributors for me to really be like, okay, I test myself right there. You understand me? Endurance will come automatically over a period of time. But in terms of if I lose my explosiveness or if I lose my sprint speed, those are determining factors for me. You understand me? And I said being back in the gym really shows me that I've lost some muscle. But in terms of like I did an endurance, like I actually did a fitness test yesterday on the treadmill. You understand me? And I usually do intervals. So I do the max speed, you know. So I would do like for 1 minute I would do the highest speed, then 30 seconds off. And I had to do that consistently, Simon. And it's not easy. It is really not easy. And I was able to do it for being out for so long. So I know that in terms of the endurance part of it, it is still there. You understand me? And that was key for me because one time I went there yesterday, I was like, maybe I'm gonna jump off of this treadmill. You understand me? But I was able to accomplish it. And these are intervals that I do when I am at my peak level back in, you know, maybe DC, Cincinnati, Portland. These are intervals that I do that I test myself. Where am I at physically? And that was when I was very good shape. No, obviously it took me a longer time to recover. Definitely, without a shadow of a doubt. But the fact that I was still able to still do it, I was like, okay, that is a sign for me. You understand me? So now it's just for me to really continue that interval thing to get my body back up to the endurance level, but to be in the gym continuously to put on back that muscle that I lost, then I'll be good to go.
Very nice, very nice. The progress made there. Yeah. A lot of other questions that people are curious about, Darren, as well, about what happened over in Africa, in Sudan, a couple of games, and then all of a sudden things just disappear. Did the club do something to hurt you or anything like that?
No. All right. Hey, I shared this story with my friends. You understand me? Simon, let me be honest with you. Back in Sudan was my highest pay date. Yeah. Yes. Wow. Yeah. So for that couple months that was there, you know, it was a really good pay date. You understand me? But this is how you know that, and I know this, right? But money doesn't solve everything. Because mentally, I was in a state where I thought I was falling in depression. Simon, that and listen, anybody know Darren, mentally I'm strong. Very mentally, I get through thick and thin. I listen, I am an overcomer. You know, the Lord Jesus Christ said, he's overcome the world, so we should overcome also. I am an overcomer. You understand me? So when I was there, like it was below a third world country.
Wow.
Below. Simon, let me say it this way. Even when I'm going to Bridgeport High School, I don't wash my gears. Even playing Money Cup, I don't wash my gears. I was washing my own gears in Sudan. You understand me? And the food there the food there, I struggled to eat. I wasn't eating because the food wasn't good. Listen to me. You can ask Alvas about this. You understand me? The food there was not good. The water out of the pipe is it's like, and this is not a knock on no country. You understand me? But I just have to share my experience based on what I'm used to what I was going on in Sudan. And I was like, I can't do this. I tried, but it's like depression was setting in. I actually stopped talking to people, stopped talking to my family. This whole body was, it's like, I don't know how to explain that I was not the same person. My physical feature, my physical stature was changing because I'm not eating, not sleeping good. Like all of these things were affecting me. The country was so poor. You see, like for me, it was like a humanitarian crisis. I see kids in the street, and listen, it's not because the Western world has portrayed Africa in general as a poor continent, and that's not true. You understand me? But in terms of Sudan specifically, that country, you understand me? That country below Egypt, right? That country was really poor. I see 3-year-old, 4-year-old in the street, no mother, no father. I was like, so those things, like it really dawns on me, right? I felt so sad for like the people of Sudan. I felt so sad. You understand me? Then for me, it really wasn't about football no more, because when they see the poverty line, when you see the poverty in that country, like when I was leaving Sudan, right? When I was leaving Sudan, I asked somebody, the person who brought me to the airport, how much money do you make? Right? It's a personal question, right? But I asked it, and he said, for the month it was $35 US. $35 US for the month, right? And he had 2 kids, his wife, his mother-in-law, and their mother and father. And that had to serve for the month. I was like, no. And listen to me. And you have maybe somebody like me in the team where I make thousands of dollars in that team a month, while this person is making $35. I was like, no. Right? And at the time, because I didn't keep money on me in Sudan, do you understand me? So I said, I think I
had some cash on you.
I had some cash on, and I just take $100 US and I just gave him. And the look on his face, you could tell that this $100 could have lasted him for the next maybe 4 or 5 months. Literally. You understand me? And one time I see these things, I say, the world we live in, it moved past football for me at that moment when I was in Sudan. You know, I started there playing the CONCACAF, the CAF Champions League. It was a big tournament, right? Because the team we played in Egypt, which was the CAF champions, they played Bayern Munich in the Club World Cup in the semi-final. You understand me? So this competition wasn't no joke. In terms of Sudan League itself, Sudan League was not good. It was atrocious. You understand me? But I went there to play the CAF Champions League. You understand me? To play against like big teams. You understand me? So, but in terms of being in Sudan and living there for that couple months, man, right? Simon, I was falling in depression. And I said, I need to leave this country. Listen to me. Alvas had the lead before me. It was so bad. It was so bad. Alvas leave within like 5 weeks. Literally say, you cannot do this. And I was like, I'm going to try hold on. But the longer I hold on, Simon, I was getting worse and worse and worse. Physically, emotionally, mentally, every kind of alley I was going through, literally. And I was like, okay, I cannot do this anymore, because if I stay even a couple more weeks, man, I'm falling in depression. And then it's like I remember the last game I played.
Mm-hmm.
Right, the last game I played, I made a sprint. I think we were in Congo, the Republic of Congo. We were playing the last Champions League game, and I made a sprint, and I tore my hamstring. Right, and it wasn't because I wasn't physically in shape, but psychologically, you understand me? I just know something was wrong, and it affected me because it's like my body couldn't get up to being in the game. And I forced myself to make that sprint, really went after a ball, and then I felt my hamstring. And I was like, because poor nutrition, as me say, poor nutrition, right? Poor training facility. You understand me? Simon, we used to practice in 112 degrees weather. 112 degrees. Do you know, how hot that is? People in Jamaica balling about 90 degrees, 91 degrees, 89 degrees. We were practicing 100 degrees with that practice, and it's like the field was like so bad, like concrete. I'm like, no, Darren, no. I cannot, no money in the world to make me supposed to do this. So I left Sudan. at the end of my contract. I get to the end of my contract and I left. Because I'm like, there's no way I'm ever going back to that country. So that's why I'm say, wherever I am going to play next, it has to be somewhere where I am comfortable. Because once I'm comfortable now, then my mind will be at ease and I can play. And I love to produce. I am a producer, not a music producer. You understand me? You know me. You understand me? I like to produce in whatever way, maybe goals, assists, whatever. You understand me? So that was the reason why I left Sudan.
Your family came with you, or it was just you?
And that is the thing. It was just me. It was me. It's a Muslim. All right, so it's a Muslim country, and it's like the women there is like a lot of them don't have any rights much, right? Because, for example, a female can't go to a hotel by herself. She needs to be accompanied by her husband or a father figure, right? So a female can't just get up and say, okay, she's going to a hotel, right? Because, there's so many rules. Like the Muslim religion, it's different from the Christianity and stuff like that. You understand me? So they were different. Like their culture was so different, right? And I'm being honest with you, I would not want my family to go there. Honestly, even though what I was going through, I would not want my family to go there, right? I told my friends, I would love one day. I can tell my friends, let's go to Sudan for a weekend, just so listen to me, just so you guys understand what and different environment and different culture does. You understand me? And I'm somebody who's very culture rich in terms of I've traveled the world, I've played in the world. I've lived in Africa. I've traveled not South America, Asia, the Caribbean, China, Japan, South Korea. I've been to these places. So Europe. So when time you see these different cultures, it makes you appreciate more where, you understand me, Jamaica might not be the best, you understand me, or you have people who live in America and stuff like that, but you appreciate more what you have, especially like growing up in Jamaica. You understand me, you appreciate it more. No, I say Jamaica is still not the best, you understand me, but if I'm if I'm going to compare Jamaica with Sudan, Jamaica is New York City and Sudan is Jamaica. A big difference. It is a big difference. You understand me? So I would definitely not want my family to go to Sudan.
Wow, what an example. I hope people can really understand the world that we live in, because people stay in one shell in Jamaica and think that this is this, but when you travel, you get to experience things like what you did. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
But, it is what it is. But I know you're a big Liverpool fan, and I know you're following them closely. But my team is Man U, and I need to know what it was like playing with my baller, Wayne Rooney. I need to know what was it like in that atmosphere.
Wayne is a leader.
Yeah.
Leader, Simon, leader. And the funny, he don't talk.
He doesn't talk.
That way say, come and demand, and it's like he was never demanding on the field. It's like you see what he did. His play took care of itself.
Mm-hmm.
It's played. Or we played the game, I should say. Or we played. That was all the example we needed. You understand me? Because we had a team in DC 2018 that I know we could have won MLS. I know, especially when Wayne came and the farm that Lucha Castro was in, the farm that I was in, Paul Ariola, all of these players were in tip, like we were at peak form. And I know we could have. In fact, let me even say this: we should have won MLS Cup that year. You understand me? We get bounced out the first round. That's sports. The team that plays the best during the season are. You understand me? We didn't start off straight, but from summer we took off when Wayne came. You understand me? But a leader, definitely a leader. And off the field is someone where I need to word this properly, because I don't want anybody to take it out of context. All right. Is
take your time, man. Take your time.
Somebody where if you're there around him, you're going to have a good time. It doesn't mean clubbing and party acting wild. No, but off the field, like it's somebody be like, this person is chill, this person is cool, this person don't be like, oh, I am Wayne Rooney. No, because I remember me and Rooney was there and O'Neal Fisher, and I remember one time we went out and like just the fun and the joy be like, because in all honesty, sometimes it's good to bond off the field. You understand me? Because sometimes you get a different perspective of somebody in the locker room and on the field compared to them life off the field. And one time I saw he was off the field also, it was like, yo, this person is really funny in a good way. You understand me? So that bond off the field also make it be even better on the field. You understand me? And O'Neal can tell Fisher, can tell say, yo, this person is really cool. You would never expect that this person is one of the greatest football of all time. You understand me? Of course, England best of. You can argue that Wayne Rooney contribute more to England than anybody else. That could be an argument. And for Manchester United.
Yeah.
Definitely. You understand me? And he was a man who know that for a fact that this man is a legend. You understand me? But to be around that person where this person was so humble. Maybe like, you have some people just come up in a football and them act like them are the team. You understand me? But when time you be around players like that, it be like definitely a leader, definitely I would say. Simon.
You got to play against your hero, Gerard, any at all?
No, I never play against Steve. I never play against Stevie G. I never play against Cristiano. Play against Messi, Zlatan, Beckham, Lampard, Pirlo. Definitely a few. Cavani. There's much more there. Henry. So I know there's much more there. Can't come to me. Those are the ones off my head that I can't remember now. But I never get to play against Stevie G. Yeah.
Let's see what the future holds there.
Let's go.
Yeah, you spoke about the Gold Cup earlier, and you're Jamaica's highest goal scorer in the Gold Cup, 5 goals. And what a lot of people forget is that most of the goals you score are a lot of game winners for Jamaica. So it shows the impact that you have when you wear a yellow shirt.
Yes, and I was also saying, if I was playing for Jamaica to this day currently, like, rest in peace to the great Luton Chilton, but that record would have been broken by now, Simon. That record would have been broken by now. And why? Not because I'm pride, but because if you don't set standards as a player, as an athlete, as a media personnel, you understand me? Know you as a media person, you set standards for yourself. You understand me? So we should always try to set standards. It doesn't mean you're being arrogant. It doesn't mean you're being egoistical. It simply means that, listen, when time you want to be the best, nobody should fault you for that. You understand me? So I was like, I had one eye on Shelton record, right? 2018, 2019, be like, okay, give me a couple more years to break that record. You understand me? So the fact that I'm out of the team now, I didn't get a chance to break it. Probably I will never break it. Probably I will. Who knows? The Lord work in mysterious ways. You understand me? So if I get a chance in a Jamaica team again, that record will be back on my radar, Simon. Right? Because goals win games.
Yeah.
And who don't like a consistent goal scorer? And who don't like somebody who can contribute to the team all the times? You understand me? So definitely.
Yeah, and when you're bearing in mind Gold Cup, like you said, Nations League, there'll be opportunities for that, once you put yourself in shape.
Mm-hmm. And funny enough, Simon, also I was thinking about back when I was playing for Jamaica. We did have a lot of, like, for example, we didn't have Nations League. We didn't have, like, Jamaica maybe play, like a year would go by and Jamaica didn't play friendly.
Yeah.
So sometimes, like, my goals that I scored, it was like I really had to take opportunity of the games that we played. You understand me? So when time now, like, Jamaica play a lot more friendlies now, they might play Nations League. I was like, You understand me? That's good for the country, and Jamaica needs to understand that the federation, the more games you played, it give the country like time to love the game again. When time you got 12 months, 13 months without playing a friendly, everybody forget about the football. You understand me? The football should be in them face 24/7. Make people fall in love with the game all over again, because we know Jamaica love track and field. We know this. You understand me? But trust me, every single Jamaican would rather Jamaica go to World Cup than win a gold medal at the Olympics. And that is not a knock on any athlete, because we know, say, Shelley and Bolt and all these people put Jamaica on the map. You understand me? But them themselves would rather Jamaica go World Cup or win a Gold Cup. And that's just the truth. You understand me? So we all right. One more thing, right? At 2012, 2013, 2014, Jamaica used to do something where they had, it's like, I remember we used to go to like Burger King in Alpha Tree, and we used to like we used to have like a meet and greet with fans. Yeah, we used to sign autographs, we used to take picture. Marketing. We used to market the players. You understand me? So people would come and be like, oh, the footballer, them have much like tomorrow, whatever. I don't see these things doing no more. You understand me? Jamaica need to market them players better. Marketing. You understand me? I'm not saying they're not doing it, but is it a case where it needs to be consistently, right? Because it's not going to happen overnight where everybody will fall in love with the game again. The dieted fans like you is always going to follow the game, but the average man out the road, you understand me? Him not see it, and then months later him say on a football match. He'll be like, him not gonna football match. But if it's in him face consistently, he'll be like, okay, Jamaica one match, I come up for Jamaica, then XYZ. Right? For example, Jamaica is going to play Argentina maybe in next month in Red Bull Arena. 99% Jamaica don't even know about that match.
You're right.
That's what the truth. So and that is Lionel Messi, if he's going to be there. And which footballer don't want to play against Lionel? Which footballer or which die-hearted fan in Jamaica don't want to see Messi play against these players from Jamaica so they can compare and challenge where they're at in terms of these greats? So those are the things I'm talking about. Like, nobody probably know about that game.
Yeah. The technology come far away. Because when you came, there was no Instagram, Twitter was around, but things have changed, so there's more opportunities to expose and give a lot of credit to the players, etc. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, definitely.
So the opportunities are there. You know what? A lot of national players there I've been talking about, they want to end their career in Jamaica. They want to do a season on the island, to give back. Is that something on your mind to perhaps end at Portmore or end locally, your last year of football eventually, whatever that is?
Waterhouse. If yes, Waterhouse. You understand me? So yeah, I come from Portmore, but I never played for Portmore. I actually played for Waterhouse. Understand me? And that has been something that I've thought about. That maybe at my last rodeo, right? But listen, I don't want to go play for Waterhouse when time I can't contribute. That is key. So I don't want to wait till me and maybe 35, 36 I go play. Well, listen, I don't know what the future holds. You understand me, Simon? But I want to can go and play for Waterhouse where me can contribute, score maybe 115 goal one season. You understand me? And like really push for try win the Premier League. So I don't want to go there and just be like, oh, yeah, me do this for JFF or me do this overseas already, and we just come back and just show both off. No, I don't want to do that. So if I'm going to end my career, let's say in Waterhouse one season, right? I want to make sure where it's a case where I really can perform and not just to go and retire, give them on one season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. And I mean, we'll end it on this one, Darren. You know, you spoke about preferably the want to be in North America, but you know, opportunities are opening up for Jamaicans in the Middle East. You know, Damien Lowe was over in Egypt at one point. You know, you have Dubai, you have Qatar, where opportunities are opening up. So you'd be open to that if it's feasible for you and your family.
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right, sounds good. Look, Darren, I really appreciate your time. Thank you very much. Keep up the good work that you're doing, and you know, and I'm sure in due time when you get training and everything, you'll keep us updated on your next move and your next journey.
All right, Simon, I really appreciate it. Cool, bro. So take care.
Yeah, man, take it easy, bro. Cool. Alrighty. So there we have it right there.